No place to run to, baby. No place to hide. Hi, this is Jindo, and I'm a chicken. Well, I mean, I'm a chicken as much as anybody. There are things in life that I know I don't want to meet if I can avoid them. Tigers. Not too crazy about them, unless they're on the other side of a cage in a zoo. Hope my house never burns down. Hope I never get cancer. Hope never encounter a big old earthquake. But some things in life are just unavoidable. You know, there's no getting out of this life alive. On the other hand, as my mother used to say, don't play with sticks, you might poke someone's eye out. Don't take any chances. Where is the fine line, and where does our Zen practice come in all this? Well, this week, Mina and Leon are down in Osaka, and last night I came back here to scuba. Now there's 5 or 6 nuclear reactors melting down up the road there, but as far as I could see from all the available information, and there's a lot of it, plus my good friend Severio, thank you so much, my nuclear physicist who has been advising me 2 or 3 times a day on the situation. For adults, it seems pretty safe where I am. On the other hand, for kids, there's a little low level radiation. They occasionally find some things in the water once in a while, and there's a chance of a kind of flare up. You know, these waves of radiation that might pass through. It's not good for kids if you can avoid it. On the other hand, just looking around my neighborhood here, it's filled with kids doing kid things in the playgrounds, playing. They were going to school all week. They didn't close the schools. Kind of perfectly normal. Most of the Japanese folks are just living life. When do you make the choice? Well, there are all kinds of factors to go into it. In this case, I decided that Leon and Mina should, why not let them go down and be with relatives on the safe part of Japan. And since I'm a 50-year-old adult, I should come back here. There's a lot of cleanup to do, little things around tree leaf here, and I'm going to take care of it. It is a choice. The risk to me is virtually non-existent, minimal. As I like to say, I had a couple of friends write me from London and Miami, and they said, get out, come here, come to London, come to Miami. And I wrote to my friend in Miami, I used to live in Miami, I said, I guarantee you, Japan is still safer than Miami. Have you ever seen, Miami Vice? Or, what is it? CSI? Come on. But it's true. When my friend in London wrote, I spoke about those double-decker buses that they have there. I was in London. I almost got hit by a double-decker bus. Those guys don't stop for anything. And in the bus, you get thrown around like this, especially if you try to go on the second floor. It's really dangerous. Much safer here. I told them they should come here. So we all make choices. I don't want to get cancer. I don't want to get a heart attack. I watch my diet. Sure. But if I do get cancer, just be cancer. What else are you going to do? Take your chemotherapy, just be there. You get a heart attack, get to the hospital if you can, and then live your life just from there. See, that's where the Zen part comes in. I believe that wherever we go, that's where we are. But there's no need to walk off a cliff. That's our practice. I wonder about if there was a burning house. Well, if there was a burning house, I probably would not charge into it. I'm probably not going to go charging into those nuclear reactors up there. I'm probably not going to walk off a cliff. If there was a burning house, I would not charge in. unless of course there was a child in it. But this is, again, purely theoretical. I'd like to think that if there was a stranger's child in the house and I had the chance, I would run in and rescue the child. But that's all talk. I can sit here and talk about what I would do. I'd like to think I would do that. Hopefully I'll never have a chance to actually see if I would or not. But I like to think I would. But whatever it is, in the average time, I would not charge into a burning house. Standing on the outside of the house, just be there. If you happen to be stuck in the house that's burning and you can't escape, well, just be there. There is no place to run, but in our practice there is constant arriving. Sometimes there are places that we can go that are safer for our bodies, but really, there's no place to go, or that we need to go. It's a strange practice. There's a famous koan about a Zen master who was confronted by a thief with a great sword, and the master just said, "Well, run me through." And if I remember the rest of the story, he was still alive the next day. This is some of the magical powers of a Zen master. See, we're impervious to swords, earthquake, fire, and all the other stuff. Maybe. But this practice is also about not necessarily always sitting on our lotus leaf or on our zafu. People think that this is a practice of passivity, just sitting. Sit on your lotus leaf, sit on your zafu, and if flood comes, fire, earthquake, just sit. Well, yes, that's true. And other times, run for the hills! Are you crazy? But in each step is a constant arrival. On top of the hill is the Buddha. At the bottom of the hill is the Buddha. On your zafu is the Buddha. Running away from that hungry tiger is the Buddha. Matter of fact, the tiger is the Buddha too, but that's a story for another day. I think you get my point. Like anyone, sometimes we stand still, sometimes we walk, sometimes we run. But it's a constant arrival. We know, and this is the beauty of our practice, how the heart can be still, even as the rest of you is filled with adrenaline. Standing still is still. Running is still. Walking, dancing, flying through the air. Still, still, still. Ours is a beautiful way. So, I sit here, perfectly safe, more afraid of tigers and London buses than anything here. It's just life. There's no place to run. No place we need run. In a way, we're all perfectly safe beyond any thought of safety or danger. Did you hear me? In this practice, we are perfectly safe beyond life and death, beyond safety and danger. Shall we sit with that?